Hello dear traders, welcome. I wanted to make this video here for a while and put together some PowerPoint slides, but I realized, you know what, sometimes it's better to just draw this here manually. So what are you seeing here? This shows you in which way you can use market causality, okay? The stops, the data, and all the things we know. The criteria here is manual execution versus automated execution. So let's talk about the extremes first. Complete manual trading implies that you trade the market causality outright. Okay, the setups we know, the trades I've documented on YouTube, such as inner range, MTS runs, medium term stop runs, star money switches, post stop hunts, etc., squeeze trades and all that. Yeah, so if you trade the market causality outright manually, you place your trades and your targets and your stops, or you have a more complex position sizing approach. This means that you are doing manual trading. Now the next step would be, for example, to use limit orders. That means you place limits at the levels where you want to buy or sell, and you already place targets and stop losses. So that way you take out the factor timing, you don't trade at market, and still you can take advantage of the market causality. Now the next approach would be to have a statistical system, okay, based on indicators, normal indicators, price-based indicators, and you get buy and sell signals, but you decide whether you will trade those buy and sell signals based on the market causality, okay? Let's say, for example, you get a short signal in pound yen. So you go to the chart, you see there are stops below the price, longies. So yeah, you take the short signal and you trade it from your statistical system, okay? Now the next step would be to use the market causality as a filter for any trading bots. Yeah, that's something I do, as you know. So there are different ways of doing this. Some people, they like, for example, to automate it only exits or entries of trades, okay? And to manually decide where to enter or where to exit, so one of the two. What I do is I tell my bots, for example, only buy, only sell, okay, based on the causality. So I check the causality, I see, oh, pound yen is bearish, for example, so I only allow my bot in pound yen to sell, not to buy. Yeah, if there's no signal, there's no signal. If there's no trade, there's no trade. So use the MK as a filter for the bots. And you could take this a step further and, for example, say, you know what, I also use the market causality as a complete strategy filter. I only will activate my trend following system if there is a squeeze, for example, like here in EG, okay? The squeeze comes, I know the market will go up, so I start my trend following system long. Otherwise, I deactivate it, okay? And then the market may be in a range and you decide, you know what, I will activate my range trading strategy, for example, as a bot, and switch off the other. So taking it a little step further. Okay, so traders have different approaches, different preferences. Some people really prefer to do everything manually, okay? The entry, the exit, the trade management, the calculation of lots. Some people may do it and use a lot size calculator I've posted, so at least they don't need to calculate on the spot how much leverage to use per trade. Okay, you can find it in the forum. Some people prefer to place limit orders and not to depend on the exact timing of the entry, but rather to do in terms of levels. Other traders, they like to just use the market causality as a meter filter. Okay, even there is powerful. They have already a trading approach based on either signals or of statistical indicators or something else, yeah, patterns, etc. But they will decide what to trade based on the causality. Very powerful as well. And other people also want to automate either the exits or the entries or both, but at least tell, you know, the bots whether they should only buy, only sell. And others may even go further and say, you know what, my complete strategy selection depends on the market causality, not only, you know, single components of each strategy. Okay, I hope you liked that one. All the best.